Oh shit. I don't have that on. It's okay. I'm gonna wait for a few people to join before I begin. If you're watching and you'd like to share, cool, cool, cool. Oh, can't do that. Just interrupted the music. I know a few of you are waiting for this video. What the heck? So I'm going to wait for a few people to join, see if they come on. Recapping the last week of magic that we've, well, some of you have been doing with me. I can tell, I've noticed. Oh, that's better. Hello, hello, Phaedra. Okay, that feels a little better. Phaedra, Phaedra, Phaedra. I know you are doing some sun work this week. That's exciting. I know you had some good... I almost dropped it. A good outcome with your manifesting and your magic. I'm so glad that you took part in it. I have an idea for the following weeks and like what else we can do with this sun magic. And anchoring the energy of the sun into the planet, into our being. It's pretty cool. I think we need to nurture the sun more, if you watch my other two videos. And we need to integrate its energy more in because we're kind of focusing a lot on the moon aspects. But I kind of have an idea, which I thought of when, I'm sure most of you know that it was supposed to rain, what was it, yesterday? And it didn't. I think that the collective definitely had a hand in that. Yeah, you've noticed the change. You've noticed. So what I noticed is that it rained a little at night. And then also last night it rained somewhat more at night. So it kind of gave me the idea for an intention work that we can all do as a collective to continue what we were doing this week. Is kind of to like have the intention that the earth gets plenished with the rain more when we're sleeping versus when we're awake. And kind of focus on harnessing the energy of the sun while we're awake so we can utilize that as much as we can. But we also don't want to dry out the planet either and kind of manipulate the weather too much because weather magic is possible. And, you know, I'm just going to start with that. I'm going to have a whole nother video on that. Something a vulva used to do would be to manipulate the magic, the weather, using magic. So I'm kind of helping on a collective to help you guys kind of balance it out. Yes, sun energy. I love sun energy as well. If you have missed the last couple of videos I have done, I had Phaedra, you said it's been really different working with the sun. Yes, it is different because not many people are used to working with the sun. Usually people are used to using the moon when doing magic. I personally love using the sun. I mean, I do use the moon sometimes, and especially with the candles I create, I use the sun energy, because what does the sun do? It's creating, it's nurturing, it's growing. So I kind of I lost my train of thought, but it's okay. Apparently that was supposed to happen. So Tiffany, you say you love the sun energy. I as well. And my last few videos, I had kind of suggested people that were watching to kind of anchor in the sun's energy for the week. We started this last Wednesday, and we're kind of recapping on what happened. Because I feel like if more people connect with the sun, it'll kind of take away that dreary, emotionally releasing time that people usually fixate on when focusing with the moon. So I wanted to kind of dry out the emotions and the energy that needs to go away and finally let it go away and allow us to grow. So it's been a week. I did a video on Saturday, kind of midweek, to recap and how everybody was doing a great job, because I could feel the energy and I could feel the collective coming in with that energy. It wasn't just, for my personal aspect. Like, I could feel you guys actually doing that, and it was great. I love that. Phaedra, I noticed that since working with the sun, my creative intuition has been clearer as what wants me to work with them. It's like the sun cleared my internal clouds. Exactly. So, well, that makes, so I understand that, and I need to connect to the sun to create. I mean, Eyeofaseercreations. I base a lot of solely all my creations on my site, but I need the sun and the fire of the sun to help ignite that flame and ignite that ability within me. I can't sit and release with the moon all the time. And every candle I create, I write on it, burn during any moon phase, because I utilize the sun energy, which means you don't need the moon phase to use it. So I'm just trying to help everybody connect with the sun's energy. I'll be doing more things about the sun. I'll be doing more videos and weekly ideas of magic work to do as a collective. This is something that's been coming in more lately with me. It's a creative thing that's been happening and helping people amplify their magic, because that's something I like to do with my creations. Tiffany, that's awesome. Sit in the sun anytime you can. It's amazing. But in my first video, I had suggested that everybody watching, before getting out of bed, when they're stretching in the morning and first awakening, to, when you close your eyes, visualize the sun, a memory of the sun, and it touching your face and warming your body, and holding that memory to manifest its energy pulling into your being, and then starting your day. And actually, we had noticed that it was less cloudy, the sun was peeking out, it was showing up for everybody, that was showing it its attention, because I feel too many people fixate on the moon too much, and it gives it too much attention. We need to balance out. Phaedra, I need to plan in the future to take your Rune 1 class. Need to use runes in my carvings. Yes, especially if you're going to be using them for talismans. I suggest you taking not just the one. I would suggest taking 2 as well, because that's when you learn the magical and healing properties. And that's what you're doing when you're putting runes into talismans and pendants and things like that. So I would, because the first section is about the divination. It's the groundwork. It's the foundation that I want all my students to take part in, to be able to excel to the next degrees, because they are physically degrees, and you will learn more in the process. Tiffany, I am new witchy, but I work sun more than the moon. Yes. I'm a little older witchy, but I work more sun with the moon than the moon. But I totally connect with that. I respect the moon in its aspects, but I also walk more way of the Norse. So the Norse have a god and goddess that represent the sun and the moon. Sol is the goddess of the sun, female, growing, growth, nurturing. And Mani, her twin brother, is the god of the moon. So that's kind of how I go about it. I look at it differently, I guess. I feel like the moon brings out colder aspects. I feel like a lot of the times it's a reflection of the sun. I did point out also the planets revolve around the sun. That's another point. So why shouldn't we connect to the sun? My music just stopped. But, so sun workers, I'm glad you could join me. So I kind of want everybody going forward to like understand the balance that's needed too when working with the sun. So, okay, so I'm not saying don't work with the moon. That's nothing I'm saying in any of these videos. I'm saying this is how my take on it, and this is how I work my magical shamanic practice. And this is something I want to point out is the imbalance of it. So, to keep the balance of it, I feel that maybe we should keep the intention of the moon coming in to nurture the planet while we are asleep, because sometimes people tend to emotionally get too attached to the moon during the day when the sun is supposed to be out, and it allows for all that energy and all that emotion that people are feeling and mustering to linger, and that's just creating more and more energy, and it's just making everything around us icky, and we don't want that energetically. We want to be able to be clear. We want to be able to transmute that energy, and the sun is a great way to do that. So I think that releasing, reflecting, and things should be done more at nighttime. So I guess keep the intention that the earth and Gaia, gets nurtured at night with the water. I mean, of course, rain is great during the day too sometimes, but let's try and keep a balance of enjoying the sun during the day, and the rain happens at night. We're asleep, why not? Just a thought, see if it happens, working as a collective. So, yeah, I guess expect more from me. I didn't want to keep this video too long. I got a few things I have to get done. But be on the lookout. Myself and Ashley are doing a wildly insane event. I don't think she posted it yet, so I'm not going to announce it. But we will definitely go live before that on the Ascension Next page. It will be at Ascension Next, and we're capping it at a certain amount of people. And this is going to be a wild thing that you should all check out. We have the shopping night coming up as well. So check out those events. But yeah, and I'd love to hear all your experiences working with the sun. Phaedra, keep up connecting with the sun, because you work with metals. I mean, you're melting metals. You're a smither. That's sun energy to me. But yeah, we have to collab on something one day, because I want to start doing my smithing. But yeah, you guys, I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'm gonna go get some work done, and peace, love, blessings, and check out the other 2 videos. Bye.